Leaving the armed forces means leaving a highly structured way of life. The next step is finding a second career that offers both respect and financial security in the civilian world. Bharat Electronics Limited, a government enterprise, is offering permanent positions for assistant security officers. The numbers make this a serious prospect. It's an EI grade position with a base pay scaling up to 1,20,000 rupees, pushing the total cost to company to roughly 7.75 lakhs a year. But the applicant pool is incredibly tight. This role is strictly reserved for retiring or recently retired junior commissioned officers. This permanent position carries significant requirements regarding where you live and how your family is housed. BEL holds Navaratna status. That guarantees top-tier benefits and job security, but it comes with a highly regulated, rigid corporate structure. Deciding to apply means looking past the paycheck and determining if you are ready for another career defined by institutional rules. To even sit at the table, you need a pass-class degree in any discipline. More importantly, you must hold the JCO rank at the exact moment of your discharge. The screening committee will verify this directly against your discharge books. If you are a rank below or above, the application is rejected. That strictness works in your favor. It entirely blocks out non-commissioned officers, commissioned officers, and regular civilians from the applicant pool. Next is the age limit, which starts with a hard baseline of 40 years. However, every veteran applying automatically receives a 5-year extension on top of that baseline. From there, category-based extensions apply. Candidates in the OBC non-creamy layer get another 3 years, and SC or ST applicants get an additional 5 years. This chart shows how those relaxations stack up for veterans. The functional age limit becomes 45 for general category applicants, 48 for OBC candidates, and 50 for SC and ST applicants. If you are claiming OBC status, check your paperwork now. Your non-creamy layer certificate must be issued on or after May 1, 2025, or you will be bumped to the general category. The company gives older retirees a wide window to apply, but zero margin for error on the documentation. Start organizing your files today. Once your paperwork clears, the evaluation relies heavily on an objective written test, rather than a subjective interview. This breakdown illustrates the point distribution. 85 marks are tied entirely to the written test, leaving only 15 marks for the interview. To stay in the running, general and OBC candidates must hit a 35% minimum, while SC and ST candidates need 30%. Those minimums must be met in both the written test and the interview separately. You cannot bomb the interview and use a high written score to save your average. The logistical challenge is the location. Every single stage of this selection process happens exclusively in Bengaluru. You have to pay for your own travel and lodging to take the written test. If you cast and make it to the interview stage, they will reimburse your train tickets, but the initial risk is yours. You need to be confident enough in your written test prep to spend your own money getting to Karnataka. If you fail to hit the minimum marks, the trip ends there. Let's look at the compensation. The base pay scales up to 1,20,000 rupees, bringing your total package to roughly 7.75 lakhs. That comes with a 35% perquisite allowance, full medical reimbursement, group insurance, and pension contributions. But you are trading flexibility for that package. Selected candidates are strictly mandated to live in company-provided accommodation. That means you won't receive a house rent allowance. You cannot use company funds to pay off a private mortgage, and you don't get to pick your neighborhood. The second condition is mobility. The job contract grants BEL management the sole discretion to post you anywhere in the country. They currently list units in cities like Bengaluru, Ghaziabad, and Nagpur, but your contract legally allows them to transfer you whenever and wherever they need you. You bypass the uncertainty of the civilian job market and the stress of finding civilian housing. In exchange, you surrender control over your post-retirement zip code. This matrix will help you figure out if this role actually aligns with what you want your post-military life to look like. First, we have the stability seeker. If your priority is guaranteed income, robust medical coverage, and you are perfectly happy living in a secure company township, this job is an ideal target. On the opposite end is the region-bound veteran. If your goal is to return to your hometown, buy your own property, and have total control over where your family puts down roots, the mandatory housing and transfer clauses will feel suffocating. For those of you currently processing your discharge, make sure your medical category and character assessments match the notification requirements before your final out processing. Keep in mind, The application itself is entirely free. Submitting your registration carries zero financial risk while you weigh your options. Pull your discharge paperwork, compare it against the precise formats listed on the BEL website, and verify your eligibility before you even look at a train ticket to Bengaluru. The BEL Assistant Security Officer role is one of the safest financial landings a retiring JCO can find. You just have to decide if you're willing to